Rice is often considered the cornerstone of many global cuisines, providing a simple, inexpensive, and versatile base for countless dishes. Whether white or brown, rice is a reliable source of carbohydrates that can fuel the body with energy. Brown rice, in particular, offers more fiber and a richer nutrient profile, providing essential minerals like magnesium and selenium, as well as supporting digestive health. In a balanced meal, rice can help sustain energy levels and keep you feeling full without adding excessive calories or unhealthy fats. Sausage, on the other hand, is a hearty protein that can be a flavorful addition to many meals. Depending on the type of sausage, it can offer a range of nutrients, including protein, iron, and B vitamins. Sausage adds depth and richness to a dish, with its savory, spiced taste making it a popular choice in many comfort foods. However, sausages often come with a heavy dose of fat, especially saturated fat, and high sodium content, depending on the variety. These factors are important to keep in mind when including sausage in a diet, as they can contribute to cardiovascular issues, elevated blood pressure, and an increased risk of heart disease over time if consumed excessively. When rice and sausage come together in a dish like sausage fried rice, what initially seems like a hearty and satisfying meal can quickly become an unhealthy combination. The problem with sausage fried rice lies not just in the ingredients themselves, but in the way they are cooked. Stir-frying the dish with large amounts of oil, along with the addition of sausage, leads to a greasy and calorie-dense meal that can quickly push it out of the realm of a balanced dish. The rice, while relatively harmless on its own, absorbs a significant amount of oil during the cooking process, which adds empty calories and unhealthy fats. Depending on the type of oil used, the dish can become laden with omega-6 fatty acids, unhealthy fats that, when consumed in excess and not balanced with omega-3s, can contribute to inflammation in the body. This is further compounded by the presence of sausage, which is already high in fat and calories. The result is a meal that is not only energy-dense, but often laden with saturated fats, which are known to raise LDL, bad cholesterol levels, and increase the risk of heart disease over time. Sodium is another major concern when it comes to sausage fried rice. Sausage is typically processed and seasoned with a significant amount of salt to enhance its flavor and preserve it. While the sodium in sausage alone can be high, the soy sauce or other seasonings used in the stir-frying process often add even more sodium to the dish. Excessive sodium intake can lead to high blood pressure, kidney damage, and an increased risk of cardiovascular issues. A single serving of sausage fried rice, especially if it's made with pre-packaged sausages and store-bought sauces, can easily exceed the recommended daily intake of sodium, leaving you at risk for the long-term negative effects of overconsumption. Moreover, the frying process itself contributes to the heaviness of the dish. The oil used to fry the rice not only makes the dish greasy, but also increases the calorie count significantly. In many cases, this type of stir-fried rice ends up being a highly caloric meal that offers little in terms of nutrients like fiber or vitamins. The heavy presence of fat and sodium can leave you feeling sluggish rather than energized, and you may find yourself craving more unhealthy food later in the day due to the lack of balance in the meal. While sausage fried rice might taste delicious, it's important to recognize that this dish doesn't offer much in the way of essential nutrients. It's often more of a calorie-dense indulgence than a well-rounded, nourishing meal. If you're looking to make the dish a bit healthier, there are a few modifications that can help reduce the unhealthy aspects without sacrificing too much flavor. For starters, consider using leaner cuts of sausage or swapping the sausage for a more heart-healthy protein source, such as chicken breast or tofu. These alternatives will provide the same savory protein boost, but with less saturated fat. You could also reduce the amount of oil used during the cooking process or switch to a healthier cooking oil, such as olive oil, which is rich in monounsaturated fats that are good for your heart. Using less oil or cooking the dish with a non-stick pan can help prevent it from becoming overly greasy. Another way to lighten up sausage fried rice is to incorporate more vegetables into the mix. Vegetables like bell peppers, peas, carrots, or spinach not only add color and texture, but also increase the fiber content of the dish, which can help with digestion and keep you feeling fuller for longer. By upping the veggie content, you can make the meal more balanced and nutrient-dense, while also adding more vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. In addition, you could opt for brown rice instead of white rice for an extra boost of fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar levels and supports heart health. The whole grains in brown rice can make the meal more satisfying and help avoid the rapid blood sugar spikes and crashes that come with more refined carbohydrates like white rice. Lastly, consider reducing the amount of sodium by using low-sodium soy sauce or other alternatives to season the dish. This will help lower the salt content while still adding flavor. You can also experiment with herbs and spices, such as ginger, garlic, or chili, to add complexity and depth to the taste without relying on excess salt. In conclusion, while rice and sausage can be nutritious on their own, when combined in sausage fried rice, they create a dish that is often greasy, calorie-dense, and high in sodium and unhealthy fats. The frying process adds a significant amount of oil and empty calories, while the sausage brings excess fat and sodium. If consumed regularly, sausage fried rice can contribute to long-term health issues like high blood pressure, heart disease, and weight gain. However, by making simple modifications, such as using leaner proteins, reducing oil, adding vegetables, and opting for whole grain rice, you can enjoy a lighter, more balanced version of this classic dish without the heavy, greasy pitfalls.